starting off with one of my favorite things about San Diego this year, the Planet Death rollout from Bad Idea, which has the most amazing art, even better than the megalith. And maybe I don't know if it's better than the megalith stuff, but it's up there. It is absolutely beautiful. And here we've got the Planet Death preview of issue number 1 from the Bad Idea Party. I think was the only place they were giving these out, right?
I think they were giving them out at the panel as well that they had on Saturday.
Yeah.
Is the whole book black and white or just the cover?
No, the interiors are black and white as well.
They're doing a black and white one and a color one, I believe. So, I believe it's a Kickstarter too. So,
the interiors are just as good as the cover, if you're curious.
Hold it, Bad Idea is doing a Kickstarter?
Dude, every publisher is doing Kickstarters.
They've done a couple Kickstarters now at this point, haven't they?
Yeah.
For the
Megalith was a Kickstarter.
Omnibus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Megalith was a Kickstarter. Crowdfunding is the way of the future for comics. With comic shops falling by the wayside more and more every day, crowdfunding is where most of us comic people are probably going to get our new comics in the future.
Is that where Colin Kaepernick's going to go?
To do his AI.
Ah, jeez. I heard of yeah.
That's for Drama Alert tomorrow night. So,
I like the concept of doing crowdfunding comics, because then you're not overprinting books, right? And then you even the people that miss it, then it still creates like a comic market, right? That the supply is low, but the hype and demand is real after people have it in hand or read it, and it's kind of like, oh, where do I missed the crowd, the Kickstarter or whatever. Now it creates a generative want, and people have the books or not or whatever, and then it helps us, right?
It's just easier to not have to put all your money up front, and if it's not a hit, lose all that money. Period. It's just better business. I mean, you're guaranteeing that you're not going to lose money when you crowdfund something. So, I mean, you're not guaranteeing it, but you're not having to put up all that money to produce it, on your own and then hope it sells. It's going to sell those amount of copies. So,
that's fair.
It's not a guessing game anymore, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, FOC can at times feel like a roulette table.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, this at the Bad Idea Party, they had this big, huge poster or something of it. It was massive, and it was this image, and you could, it was just, the art was amazing. It was so intricate, detailed. Just is it Giolito that did the art on this? I think that's how you say his name. He was there. He was signing stuff. That's the only thing. I wish I would have got him to sign. I did get a copy of this, full disclosure. Anybody that went to the party got a copy of it, so we each got a copy of it, and I'm not gonna sell mine, but it would have been cool to get him to sign it because the art is fucking unreal. And here's the other thing, by the way, you guys. We haven't talked to Stein about San Diego yet, so Stein doesn't know anything about what happened, what books we got, what books we didn't get, that type of stuff. Because I know that always comes up, after a con.
Yeah, and
I haven't talked to you guys since you got back.
Yeah, and to be transparent, I do have my copy listed on eBay, but that's not, to promote it or anything like that. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is, because it's a Bad Idea book, and I know those kind of sell.
Hey, you got to pay for your trip out and trip back, huh?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that the whole point of getting the exclusives and stuff, is so you can kind of pay for your trip?
Yep. For a lot of people, it is. Yeah. Yep. So, but here it is in the almost 10, and you say it's going for $40 to $50, which is interesting. Not bad.
Yep.
So, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Most likely it's going to get it's going to be on a fast track to optioning. You know, I don't know how they're going to do it other than animation, but
yeah. And what was awesome at the party with the artist, he had all the original art pages like in one of those portfolio binders, and it's like in order too as well. So it's like not only like can you flip it and look at through the comic, he's like flipping through it and you're looking at the OA, and it's even more breathtaking.
yeah,
Just like all that's full detailed, because it's like, you know, like what you see is what's there, and yeah.
Hell yeah.
absolutely
Sweet.
gorgeous. So, all right, moving on. Next, we have the Stainless Steel Rat, issue number 1 from Eagle Comics in 1985. This is interesting. Kind of reminds me of what is that cartoon that Venture Brothers is modeled after?
Johnny Quest.
Johnny
Johnny
Quest.
Quest?
Yeah, for some reason it reminds me of the dude from Johnny Quest.
It's probably that white hair or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do you know anything about this Stainless Steel Rat series?
I have no clue about any of it. All I saw is a six issue rodent series. I don't know what that's all about.
Well, it's kind of cool because this, you guys know I love those like British anthology series, like, you know, 2000 AD. And this was originally stories in 2000 AD. And I think it started in like late 70s, early 80s. So Eagle reprinted them in all, you know, in comic form rather than anthology. So that's what these are. These are the reprints. And you guys know, you know, fans of those 2000 AD heavy metal stuff like that. There's rabid fans of those series. Shout out to Mrs. Horsecock Express with the $4.99 super sticker. Hell yeah!
Thank you, Miss Horsecock.
So yeah, man. $70 for this though? That's crazy to me. Holy shit!
Yeah, I don't know if it's rare or not rare. Or, I mean, it does have a cool. The bottom panel of that's kind of cool. I mean, with the girl shooting the guy right in the arm. That's pretty. That's always
Yeah.
nice to see, right?
All right. Yeah, that's cool. $70 though. You find those in a dollar bin, I imagine.
I know the
All right,
cover artist.
Great question.
Carlos Esquera.
Escara.
So-
Yep.
Yep.
So is this book getting big because of that Turkish shooter from the Olympics that won the silver? Hand in pocket, like pistol out.
That's a good one.
That dude
Carlos
was awesome.
Escara is the one of the creators of Judge Dredd.
Oh shoot! There you go.
Yeah.
Nice, Brian.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good shit. All right, moving on. This one was tough to find information on, Stein. Like, holy cow. Tank Vixen's portfolio. And I couldn't find anything other about this than the sale for it. That's the only thing that I could find information on this thing.
Yeah, I didn't know what this was either, and I'll be honest, the listing actually showed the interior of this, and that's not what I was expecting.
Furries. Yeah. Yeah.
It's furries.
Yeah. The reason I knew it was furries because I picked up some of the Tank Vixen early issues comic books. And,
Nice.
you know, I was in a dollar bin at Jesse's. They had cards in them. But this early Antarctic Press stuff is crazy. Now, this little portfolio didn't come from Antarctic Press, but Tank Vixen's was a series on an imprint on Antarctic Press. So, I mean, Antarctic Press is the OG furry comic book. But, yeah, it came with all these little, they call them plates. I think they're just like posters or prints, and then it came with a first print issue of Tank Vixen's #1, and then this little thing signed by Mike Segarra. So that's pretty cool.
Instead of mama, meow meow. Meow meow.
But the crazy thing is how much it sold for. Shout out to Luz Gunt. I love that. Luz Gunt. Must be a mighty Gunt. $5 super sticker. Yeah, man. How much did this sell
Meow
for?
meow.
This sold for $330.
Wow. This is the type of thing that you will never see. Good luck.
Nope.
So more furries and comics. Gotta love it. People scoff, but these furry books sell. Yes, they do, JC. Yes, they do. Go look at those early Genesis comics, especially the Terry Moore ones. They sell for thousands. But excellent. All right, moving on.
Do people say scoff anymore?
We just did.
Right? Scoff.
So
You just make the sound.
yeah,
Scoff.
this next book, Absolute Batman Ashcan. I think I forget where we were talking about it, but when we first saw the Nick Dragotta images for Absolute Batman, I remember thinking like, man, I don't like this, you know. But I remember saying, we made a comment like, well, this will grow on us and it'll end up being like the stuff we love. After being in San Diego and seeing more of the art, and then this was given out at a panel, this is gonna be good, dude. I think this is gonna be really good. It looks crazy, but it's not bad. Even the symbol. I mean, the symbol's kind of weird and stuff, but it's interesting, right? So
It's different. I mean, Batman always goes through, time periods of change and stuff like that. I mean, that's what
So-
makes him timely.
Great point. Great
Yeah.
point.
the weird thing are the bat like claws on the edge of his cape. You see those? Like the
That's-
corners of his cape by his feet.
It's almost like sorters.
Yeah. Good eye.
It's
I would have never
weird.
caught that.
Yeah.
Hey, AI, combine all Batman to make one Batman character.
Wow,
And make sure it's all
that's-
boxy.
Yep. Yep.
So what is this? Is this supposed to be like more like an Elseworlds take on Batman, or what is the concept on
This is from the new DC All In that they're doing, I believe, right? And so they're going to be doing new versions of the characters. Maybe I could be wrong, but I think that's for the DC All In stuff. Chat, let us know if we're right. That's what I remember first talking about it. So
So crazy too that there was a bar like 2 doors down from us that one night they were giving these out.
yeah, I didn't get one of these. This is one of the exclusives. There were so many I didn't get that I'm so pissed that I didn't get. This was one of them.
So it says absolute. It says there's an absolute universe, which was a dimension built by Darkseid Energy. That's where this takes place. That's
Yep.
the continuity of this.
Yep, that's
Got it.
DC All In. That's what's Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson are doing. That's the new big thing that they have planned for, like, I think 4 or 5 years worth of stories.
That sounds
So-
like a good read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Josh G with the $4.99 super chat. He says, Ben, do you know anything about Arkanium 5, early Scotty Young? You guys ever heard of that? Arkanium 5? Let's take a look.
No, I do not know anything about that.
Oh man, look at Chucky Valdez. He got 4 foils at the DC booth.
Wow.
I would sell 3 of those.
Yeah, here's
Wow.
the book he's talking about. Pretty interesting.
Huh. Ooh,
Early
old.
IDW
Dreamwave.
stuff. Before they were IDW, they were just DW. No.
Oh man.
Yep. Covered by Scotty Young. Not the
So
other
did they
ones,
get the
though.
eye? Did they get the eye when they became incorporated?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Let's see here. There's one on eBay.
I mean, I know the Dreamwaves were heavily printed. It's like I know the Transformers definitely were like way overprinted, but I don't know. I don't remember ever hearing about Arkanium.
There you guys go. Good
Interesting.
call. Love that. Perfect timing for Almost 10. The perfect book for the Almost 10. But yeah, this Dragotta stuff is going to be pretty interesting, I think. So I'm looking forward to it. We just need good stories, and Joshua Williamson is the best writer in my opinion in comics right now. So, I'll check it out for sure. But $60 to $70 on this one.
Yeah, and there was a ton of sales on this one.
Yeah, there was also a black and white one too, and I don't know where the black and white one came from. So,
Is this a foil or is this metal?
foil?
I thought there was a paper one, and then there's a foil one. Is that
Yeah,
right?
there's a black and white paper one, and there's a foil like this. So,
Interesting.
good shit.
Interesting.
All right, moving on. Fantastic Four, issue number 5. Not a book you normally see on the Almost 10, but everything is Doctor Doom this week. I mean, that's all people are talking about after Deadpool Wolverine has finally come out. On to Doctor Doom in the comic book world.
Yeah, this one it was hard to, I mean, when you talk about Silver Age or any these older books, it's hard to like nail down an exact price, but pretty much from what I could tell is pretty much across the board in any grade, the prices were up about 20% on this. Now, obviously, is still not anywhere near where it was during COVID, but it is a nice rebound. So if you did catch it on the low, you can, which is again why we say a lot of times, there's still, even if a book is dropping in price, it still may be a good pickup. Like this one on a rebound. Now you could actually, if you bought it 2 months ago, you could make some decent return on your investment on that one.
That's definitely a pickup.
Ariel Estandarte, I hope I'm saying that right, just dropped some major information in the chat. He said they gave away those Batman Dragotta books at the panel and at the DC booth. At the DC booth, Chucky Valdez says they gave out the foils. At the panel, they gave out the ashcan size black and whites. But Ariel says that they also gave away the Wonder Woman Burbank special of the DC booth too.
Oh wow,
That's crazy.
that just tanked the boat.
Yeah.
Be prepared to see that on Buy the Dip.
Yep.
Wow. The
So-
alleged hard to find
Yep.
Burbank.
Crazy. Yeah,
Drama!
this book was always like, to me, the ultimate villain spec next to the Joker, right? First Joker, which is impossible, but the Doctor Doom is the next. And I think this book will always be valuable.
I think
So-
Robert Downey Jr. is going to kill it, man.
Yep. Yep. I agree. All right. Moving on. Another crazy Ben Stein find. And I hope I'm saying this right. Soft Boy and Friends. Put out by Drawn and Quarterly in 1997, a 3-issue series. And issues number 1 and 2 sold this week for a grip on the secondary market.
Yeah, I don't know what Soft Boy is about, but he looks like a marshmallow guy. So I guess
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
Stay Puft Marshmallow's son.
is that?
And-
Oh, is that cool?
And he also lives on the streets and goes through a lot of crazy things on the streets, from what I read.
Yeah, very strange. But yeah, issues 1 and 2 raw sold for 120. So this is kind of this is one of those weird ones that you'd be like, nah, I'm not buying that for $10. But
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Issues number 1 and 2 came out in 97, and then it was years later that issue number 3 came out. So that's why 1 and 2 sell together. But So supposedly, Softboy is a morph-like creature who endures numbing boredom, the indifference of those around him, and appalling violence. That's interesting. Very interesting.
With a gang member's name and shit.
Yeah.
Orale, I'm soft boy.
Shout out to Josh G, $1.99 super chat. He says, "You guys rock. Appreciate you, brother." Hell yeah.
Is this what happens when you're once rich, or son of a rich person, and then you get cut off? You start hanging out with rats.
Yeah.
So it's like the prodigal son story, right?
I don't know what's worse, rats or snakes, but I don't want to hang out with either.
Well, he's pretty happy with those rats.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Well, the rats look happy too. I found a marshmallow.
Oh gosh.
Jesus.
Baltimore-sized rats. Ain't that the truth?
So supposedly he's based on the Pillsbury Doughboy and Casper, but also a basis for the band called the Cocktails. So pretty interesting. Yeah. $120 if you find issues 1 and 2. Another one of those crazy books that you'll find.
See,
in
this is
dollar
why
bins
you go
somewhere.
and dig, man. You find
Yes.
shit like this, bro.
Yes. 100%. Moving on. This one's very interesting. Neopets Omelette Fairy. This is the San Diego Comic-Con sample issue. And this kind of threw me for a loop because I couldn't find any information really on this. And then I did a little bit extra digging. There is a exact version of this that I think is full. It has more pages, but it looks just like this that you can buy like at Target and stuff and different stores. But the only thing that's different is on the upper right corner where it says sample not for resale, and it's smaller, I believe. But same like comic size, same cover, everything.
So are you saying that you and Yi did not go over to the Neopets booth?
Bro, if I would have known about this, I for sure would have picked this up. 100%. This is the type of thing
I was first in line. I woke up extra early just to get this, Like
you were first in line, last in line.
Yeah, I was like, man, Ben's gonna talk about this on the Hot 10. Like, I gotta make sure to have it. Like,
This is where you go scare the shit out of people, right? Throw a whole bunch of water on your face like you're sweating. And hey, is this the line for the omelet fairy? Okay, good.
But and then also, how are you sweating in California?
Yeah, it can happen. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, it did happen a couple of times. But like, yeah.
Once
Not
you
that
go
often.
down a certain street with a breeze.
Yeah.
I am really confused though. Why is there a giant omelet that smells bad sitting? I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I imagine that this is got a lot of fans, kids fans out there for this. If not, eventually there will be. And this is the type of thing that will sell for a bunch of money in 2 years. All because we didn't pick one up. So, all right, $40 for this out the gate though. That's not bad.
Damn.
Right? How many do you think they printed? Like 300, 400, 500? Probably not many.
I can just imagine. Hey, Bryan, I got it. The omelet fairy.
I'm gonna forget
this
about
is
it
the
tomorrow.
sleeper book. This is the sleeper.
Yeah.
No one knows about this.
Yeah. All right, moving on. This one is awesome. This is like the perfect almost 10 book that Stein throws in here. The Spectacular Spider-Man 307, the rare Scotty Young San Diego Comic-Con variant from 2018.
Wow.
With Scotty Young, and who's the other guy? Is that Zeb Wells? Who's that other guy? Let me see who was writing it at that time. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Imagine a writer.
So
That's a crazy.
So that's Scotty Young on the cover. He drew
Yeah, I
himself.
believe so. Or it could be the writer and the artist. Maybe that's not Scotty Young. I don't know. but Scotty Young definitely has that beard. It could be somebody else, but either way, it looks like it's probably a writer and a artist of the series. And if so, that would be a sweet book to get signed.
Yeah, but you may not want to get this one signed because this is now selling for $500 raw. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would have anybody write on this one.
Unbelievable. That is so crazy. Chip Zdarsky and Adam Kubert. So I don't know if that's Chip Zdarsky and Adam Kubert, but it might be Scotty Young and Chip Zdarsky. It's a tough book. That's all I'll say. I couldn't find any information on where it came from, if you had to go to a panel to get it or what. But that is awesome. How was there many on eBay? I wonder if there's probably none on there.
No, there was a sale maybe a couple months ago for like maybe like $250. And then like before that, it was like 175 and like 125. Yeah, so it's like it seems like the last 4 or 5 sales have each kind of gone higher and higher, and now 500. Somebody was like, "Yeah, okay, I just want it now. I'm just gonna pay $500 for it."
Yep. Yeah, probably doesn't show up very often, and when it does, somebody's just gonna snag it. So. Brett Hessart says definitely Scotty. So that's another thing. We're just walking out the outside of the con, I think going home one night or doing something, and Scotty Young walks right past us. It's pretty cool.
When was that? Did I miss that?
It was right before we were talking to West Coast Rob. And I asked, that was the one person that Dennis didn't know. So I was like, Dennis, do you know Scotty Young? He's like, why? I'm like, because he's walking right by us right now. And he's like, no, I haven't met Scotty yet. If he would have, Dennis has no shame of going, hey, Scotty.
That's true. That is very true. I saw that many of times.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is crazy book. Be on the lookout for it. Moving on. All right, let me figure out how to do this here so you guys can see. All right, so this is Something is Killing the Children, number 26 through 30, the Ivan Tao connecting covers. And I just amazing.
Yeah, it does look gorgeous. And I wish that there was a, I think, like, I wish that you could buy these like this, that they were actually, like, I'm always scared to buy prints because I always feel like prints, they just make like a billion of them and then they're like, oh, we sold out, so I'll just print some more. But like, this is gorgeous.
This is Igor's sale.
Oh, nice. Congrats,
nice.
Paralyze.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, 9/8 set sold for $1,500 for the 5, so that's $300 a piece. And I guess this is just an exclusive, right? I don't think this was an exclusive.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to say it was, and I also want to say I think Ivan Tao's done something similar to this before as well with Frankie's or something like that, like right as they were shutting down. But I don't remember what issues. Like, it was not 26 or 30. It was like, I don't know, 15 through whatever.
Yeah, it was Frankie's Comics, it looks like. Ouch.
How would you display? I mean, how hard would this be to display, though?
That's you couldn't display it in 9/8, right?
You slab it, and then you get one of those slab frames that has like 5 covers.
Yeah,
together, or you could buy the raw, because like I know that some of those companies make the raw ones.
Wow, listen to that. Igor says it was a Frankie's drop that never shipped.
Oh, okay.
He never shipped his pre-orders out. Ooh.
So this one's probably hard to get, but that just means So it's kind of
Right.
like if you see a comic exposure variant that you actually have it in hand, it goes for a lot because nobody actually gets any comics from there. So
Wow. He only sold a
But-
handful. Oh,
But only if you buy it from the Whatnot, right?
that's what Jordan
It's when
says.
you
Yeah,
get-
they were selling him on the whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that is interesting. That is super interesting. Huh. Yep, Frankie's
you know what
is
I
still in
just-
business, unfortunately.
You know what I just thought of, Brian?
Yeah.
he lost it.
No. That like the Blue Marvel is still in play for Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
could
just-
be
Random thoughts.
Oh,
from
but
Jack Handy.
I think I did see Frankie's at San Diego. Like they had like the world's smallest booth you could imagine, and like
Yeah, they're still
like-
in business.
How expensive is a booth at San Diego?
A lot.
it's not cheap.
Yeah.
But I mean, like their booth was definitely like one of those that you could overlook because like they barely had anything on their table, and then like they didn't have like those huge banners that like all the other stores have, or any of the comic artists. Like it was literally the San Diego sign that they put up there, so you know where your booth is.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the first people that they put on eBay Live, and you can tell they did no vetting over there for that. That was for sure. But $1,500 for the
Called in a
set,
favor.
9.8. Congrats, Igor. Nice sale.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
all right, moving on. Next, we have the Kendrick versus Drake television San Diego Comic-Con book. I gotta say, this is probably his best work yet, right? I mean, the idea is great, and they numbered them out of 125. They're all numbered on the bottom right corner, which is awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known about this book at all. Van Demby mentioned it to me. I wouldn't have even thought about this. But didn't it do like a Zuckerberg versus somebody
Muck
as
versus
well?
Zuck. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. AI for Prez, little Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He did,
Am I
what was
missing
the blank canvas?
Yeah, blank canvas. I think is there one more?
I think that's it. They did two.
Well,
They did a Superman variant for Musk versus Zuck, where the titles are in blue and red. They did the regular one. They did Little Bitcoin, AI for Prez, and then,
They had that crypto.com drop too.
but that was the blank canvas. They just updated the blank canvas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Oh.
see? Did you see his booth there?
Tilla?
Yes. So his booth. Yeah. So his booth was a part of where Bird City was selling books at 703.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
which
his
was
name-
right across the hall from PSA.
Yeah, so we actually stopped by. I think his name was Billy. He's here in Phoenix. I got to hit him up. We stopped by his booth the last day, and we asked him how did the television books do, and he goes, Tilla would come by, a couple times throughout the day, and he would drop off 15 copies, and they would be gone in no time, which is crazy. But here's the cool part about it. Then they numbered them, which is awesome. They actually had the numbers printed on the bottom right corner out of 125. And this book was a hit. Everybody was talking about it at the con. Everybody's talking about it at the con.
It's like,
So-
where do I get this? Where do I get this?
Yeah.
And then just hanging out with Tilla too. Like he was super passionate about it, which like you could tell that he really put like thought into it.
So
Like,
what
to, like
yeah. The inside is
Like,
go ahead, Yi.
Go ahead. Oh,
No,
I
I'll
was
let
gonna say
you-
exactly what you were gonna say. Like the
Yeah.
inside was pretty much like a rap battle.
Yeah.
It's the best, easiest way to explain it. And then, I believe since Tilla has so many like connections with the rap scene, he got one of his buddies to help him like structure the lyrics So like Drake's verses would be like Drake's, and then Kendrick's would be like Kendrick.
Yep. And then he
And
did
then-
QR codes where you could go play the music as you're listening to it. You could hear the music in the background. It's really smart, man. It's really smart, and only 125 copies were made. You guys, if you guys watch Beyond Wednesdays, you guys know that this book is created by Tilla and Vinny Kumar, and Vinny, I don't even think got a copy. They gave away all their copies. Tilla got one copy, and Vinny didn't. I don't even think Vinny got one. They gave them all out.
Yeah, which was crazy because I think Vinny ended up giving me probably his copy. Then would be my assumption.
Yeah.
And then when I unpacked everything, somehow I have two in from all my boxes and stuff like that. I was like, how did I end up with two? I was like, one has to be like Bryan's or someone's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was mine. I think it was mine. Remember, Aaron?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'll remember in a little bit.
Yeah, because Vinny was like, "Oh, you got to make sure Red Hood gets this."
I love how all people are calling this a cash grab. It's not. How's it a cash grab? There's only 125 copies. How's it a cash grab? It costs more to make it than it did than the money that they're getting from it.
It's not like they're selling the copies for $100. Like, if you're buying it at retail, it was only what, $30 or something like that.
Call a spade a spade. It can't be a cash grab if you're not making any money off of it.
No, I think Tilla's using it as a template. Every year he's going to tweak it and tweak it and tweak it, and you never know, man. I mean, these kinds of books. I mean, Tilla's so unique, and he's combining music with comic art, and I mean, nobody else is doing it. And
Big Remo says
when you print 125 copies, you're not trying to make. He could have made 500.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Big Remo says, then why make it then? Because he's an artist and he wants to get his art out there. I'm telling you guys. There's a lot of people that I'm really surprised that give Tilla shit for what he does. Like he's,
he already makes money, man. He shoots videos for major artists.
Yeah, he's not
in
the
industry.
He works in the industry. He's worked in the industry. How is he a culture vulture? He's a DJ. He works in the industry. He works for Jay-Z. Who's the chick rapper? He works for all these people. He works in the industry.
Yeah,
Nicki
he
Minaj,
just shot Nicki Minaj's video.
Yeah, he's not a culture vulture. Anyways,
well, I mean, but if you think about it, last year, that's when all the Musk versus Zuck were during that time period. Like he's taking whatever's happening in pop culture and then turning it into an art form.
Yeah,
is the way I like from talking with him, like what he's planning to do in the future and all that. Like it's really interesting stuff. So
yeah, this ain't a whatnot book or
he does get free promo of us talking about it on our show. You're right, but let's be honest.
Everybody stop talking.
Yeah, but let's be honest. 1,000 people a week, like come on, you know what I mean? 1,000 people a week, come on. Anyways. 2,000 people a week, or 4,000 people a week that watch our shows. Anyways, it's selling on the secondary market, which is interesting. All of his books sell. I can't get mad when others do it too. What others have I gotten mad at that are putting out low print run books and basically giving them away for free? You know what I mean?
Man, Remo's on fire tonight, dude.
Yeah,
hey, sorry,
somebody
bro.
pissed in his oatmeal,
What's
man.
wrong, man?
Yeah.
Don't get mad at us.
All right, moving on. That is the Almost 10, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night we have a crazy show for Modern Comic Mayhem. I think the whole show is just going to be one long drama alert. So come hang out, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Remo goes, my bad.
Oh, we love you, brother. I just sent out
love
Remo.
You, man.
Don't get me too mad. I'm going to take back the free book I sent you. I'm going to find it in shipping.
It was this book, right?
Yeah, he just doesn't know it
Yeah,
yet.
we thought he would like it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll keep it.
It's not that book because I have Brian's copy.
No, you guys, listen. I'm not gonna get mad at somebody for disagreeing with me, and especially somebody like Remo and Dre. Those guys have been long time homies of the show.
You know, this is like when you're at a comic shop and you're standing by the rack and you're trying to justify buying a copy. Why are you saying that's trash? No, it's not. And you like
Yeah.
stating your case. It's like one big comic shop right now.